Curious about how Azure AI and machine learning are transforming the tech landscape? In this video, our cloud expert will unlock the secrets behind Azure AI ML solutions and show you how they can revolutionize the way you build and scale applications. From real-world examples like Netflix recommendations engine to cutting-edge deep learning techniques, we will cover it all. And here is a bonus: stay till the end to claim your free class on mastering generative AI and ML on Azure Cloud. So ready to level up your skills? So let's get started.
AI is like, okay, let me consider. I always, whenever I start AI class, I consider a universe. This is the universe which I have. Okay, I have a universe. Now in this universe, I'm talking about AI. Okay, now AI, sorry. So whenever I say AI, you people think, okay, everything should be automated, right? No need to tell anything to the system or the software. It should work. Yes, that is only the definition. The very simple definition of AI is something where you build application that can perform task. My pen is behaving weird, so please sorry for it. Okay, I hope you people can understand what I'm writing. So build application that can perform its own task without human intervention. That's it. This is the very simple definition of AI. Okay, so what is an AI? You are going to build an application that can perform its own task, okay, without any human intervention. Okay, so if I say Netflix. Okay, I have given this example before also. Okay, so if you have attended the webinar, so it's like Netflix is a recommendation system, right? For the movie. Okay, so as an AI engineer, okay, if I say as an AI engineer, because you are learning AI 102, you want to become an AI engineer at last. I'm considering that, right? So at the end of the day, what is the responsibility of an AI engineer, right? This is the thing, right? So as the responsibility, when I say AI engineer responsibility is to build simple AI product, right? AI engineer's responsibility to simply build the AI product. Now, I have given an example like a Netflix. Okay, in the Netflix, it's a recommendation system, right? Where you will get the movie recommendation as well, right? You can see while watching, you can see, okay, which movie you can watch. So that recommendation from where it is coming from, which algorithm it has built on. Okay, so it's no human intervention is required. It is just providing you by its own. So now, if I want to integrate this with the web application or any mobile application or any edge device, okay, how I'm going to do that? That is the responsibility of an AI engineer. Okay, so Netflix is basically, it's not a recommendation system. It's a streaming app. It's a streaming app, right? Nothing you are doing. You're just watching. Okay, so it's a streaming app. Now, if we learn to integrate it with the ML task, okay, so that you can build, a scalable platform or the scalable, you can provide the scalable services, right? So this is your responsibility, what exactly you do as an AI engineer. Okay, so AI in the universe, when I say this is AI, okay, where you build that can perform, where you build an application. Now comes ML. Okay, so ML is just the subset of AI. Okay, ML is a subset of AI. So whenever I say subset, means all the things, whatever is there in the AI, obviously will include in ML. Okay, not included in ML, but whatever be in the ML, obviously it's the part of an AI, right? So ML will, we always talk about, someone was asking me, right, the mathematics behind it. Yes. So in the machine learning, we always provide the statistics, okay, or you can say the statistical tools, okay, where you can perform the statistical analysis, where you can perform the visualization, where you can perform the prediction, where you can perform the forecasting, you can say. Okay, so ML is all, whenever I talk about, a statistical tool, it's all about the data which I talk about here. Okay, so on which you are going to apply the statistics, on which data you will apply the mathematics, right? So the data is very, very, very important whenever you talk about machine learning. Okay, I'll tell you in detail when we, start with the machine learning concept. Not now. What is training? What is testing? Why it is 70-30 ratio, 80-20 ratio? Okay, what is accuracy? We will discuss each and every concept in detail, but not today. Okay, as the class progress, I will teach you. But for now, just remember one thing. Okay, ML is all about data, where we, it basically provide you, you can perform some metrics operation and other stuff here, right? So that's the reason we always say if you are ML engineer, you should be good in the discrete mathematics, right? So this is ML. Now, after this comes DL, which is the subset of ML. In the ML, we learn about, ANN, artificial neural network, if you have heard about it. Okay, so it's like very simple artificial neural network, okay, which we create here. But in the case of DL, we talk about total, we mimic the human brain through neural network. Okay, we have millions of neurons in our mind, right? So the similar stuff here we learn, and we concentrate only on the neural network part. Okay, and then comes the generative AI. So you have AI, you have ML, and you have DL, and you have generative AI. So generative AI is here, where you talk about the new data generation, totally new, entirely new data generation, right? The data can be text, the data can be code, the data can be an image. Okay, so here in the generative AI, like the background, when I start, I will teach you what are transformers, although it's not in the syllabus, but you should know if you are learning generative AI. So I'll teach you what is transformer, what is LLM, everything. Okay, so here we will learn the basics, and then we will see, how the generative AI part will work here. Okay, like how you can use that. So this is like just the basic. Now, let me tell you one more thing. Let me tell you one thing. Okay, so in the ML, okay, if you know the ML part, ML, I told you it's all about data and prediction, forecasting, and those stuff. There are three types of learning. First one is supervised. Second one is unsupervised. And the third one is reinforcement. Okay, so there are three kinds of algorithms which we learn. Okay, I'll tell you those things in detail. Now, if I talk about supervised learning, there is one concept of classification, regression. Okay, and those stuff. Okay, so there we learn about ANN, the basic stuff from where it is coming. It is coming from ML. It stands for artificial neural network. Okay, so it is coming from the neurons which we have in our mind, brain, right? So in our brain, we have millions of neurons. Okay, so how our neuron works, similarly, we want our machine to work similar. So if you want your machine to work like your brain, you need to train your machine like a brain. And when you talk about a brain is nothing but a this thing, like millions of neurons which you have in your brain. So you create ANN, which is artificial. You have the biological, right? The default brain you have. But if you want to train the machine, okay, you have to feed those neurons and input data, output data, those things that comes. Okay, so ANN is just the basic part. Okay, then why I'm telling you this? Because when you move to DL, there is no comparison between ML and DL. Okay, let me tell you this thing. All of you, please pay attention. What I'm trying to tell you, there is no difference between ML and DL. Okay, if someone is asking you, is there any difference? Not at all. There is no difference as of such. Okay, but exactly what we learn here. Okay, so here it provides you ANN, but when you talk about DL, we only talk about mimic the human brain. That's it. That's it. Okay, this is only the definition of DL. So here you will be having, let's say, clustering and other stuff. Here you will be having Q learning. There are so many algorithms. Okay, so in the machine learning, you will be having so many things to, play with the data, okay, and the mathematical part. But in the DL, we just make a complex ANN. Okay, and we talk about CNN, which is convolution neural network. We talk about RNN, which is recurrent neural network. We talk about LSTM, which is long short term memory. We talk about, now we have moved to transformer, we now moved to BERT, we are talking about LLMs, right? So all these are nothing but the variant of neural network. So the basic will remain constant, which is neural network. Now, when you learn the neural network in depth, that is nothing but the deep learning. And why we are calling it as deep? Okay, because we build here the complex neural network. Okay, so in the ANN, let's say these many neurons I have, two layers. Okay, and I'm getting the output. In the complex one or in the convolution, I'll be having several hidden layers. I will increase the neuron size and the hidden layer size. Okay, so there are so many things. But for this, you just learn this thing. It will be so deep so that if you someone give you one problem statement that this is this is an apple. Okay, so your ANN will tell whether this is an apple or a pomegranate. Okay, this is a problem statement. Your ANN will just tell you, classify it. See here, it's a classification kind of thing which I'm doing. Okay, so your ANN will just tell you this is an apple, not a pomegranate. But if I ask you, tell me this is an apple from India, from USA, from UK. Okay, which place this apple is coming from? Okay, I'm just giving you a very simple example here. Okay, so here the problem statement is very simple, where I'm asking whether this is an apple or pomegranate. Now I have asked you from which place it is coming. Now I have to train maybe on more images. So here, suppose I have trained on 100 images, maybe here required 10,000 images. So my ANN fails. That time DL comes into the picture and will take over to that ML ANN part, not all these parts. I hope I'm clear here.
Thank you so much for staying with us till the end of the video. Now all you have to do is just click the link in the description below, or if you are starting out, just type k21academy.com slash azureaiml02. Now enter your name, enter your email ID, enter phone number and click on book your free seat now. Then you will be taken to a free page. Now you can add this session to your Google Calendar or Apple Calendar, and I promise this is something that you don't want to miss. So go ahead, click on the link and step into the world where learning knows no boundaries. Till then, keep enjoying. I'll see you in the next video.